And no crane to say, the media, dear Yankasa. I give you a dear. And the man also said, I'm a cry. Yes, I know. Because I was so last minute gone a very young. What I was saying, me going to say. That may be now, your papa. That may be now, Mama. Yankasa. As a matter of fact, Mama Potoko already. Ya Chelsea do now, Mama. Because I mean, Yankasa.
For Makwaba, Eba 5 TV, Mrason say, Yede Agudi Museum Ebremo. As usual, Mimia Gidua, Meneno de Agudi Museum, Papa, you could be a cobra, my Anna Yede Ebremo. Mr. Gideon, the Yatana say, and I'm say, stories no de Bandimu, latest, the Encansun Kwana, a hour day a brain. Now, before they will call you Gideon or no, the latest of sports and a brain. Debia me catch you made the no dedi uko Facebook na search engine ho abo FAB TV FAB TV na wa follow no wa like page no wa share page na ama wumi an say de be ya ono so benya dwumedi ayedi so ahwe sa nso na uko YouTuber and so FAB TVGH FAB TVGH and so search engine no posha ho na wa subscribe we are like na wa share say de be ya umi so benya dwumedi yedi ebi ahwe Gideon
Chama
na hoye
adomo na aso
oh ye sure so hoye
pa
wadi die
oh me okay pa
sure
me okay
na ori anu wana no ya na atoy
oh dem toy
otoy on ko na wana
na onim se kuma se de operian papa de afa bim na
ba o hwe so ko no
debi
ani o hwe mi ka to so o hwe wa frema bom so bo se ase brunya yenti mama mesra no ye na ya pa se yenti mama mesra no nko mu bia no se nko ni di
the report
nti dia na woma etifo ene ahwefo ene
program na very packed na producers na nkomo mo ne medical na be limit ne me bi nyesa aka stories e be basa yes nti yenye the producers ne pema o mo na okay fem free
okay
chairman ye sha ase a
aize no ana woko
no ana ye sha ase ba dedi ka ye nche etifo na ye mo maba so say yo mo making a date na program no mo catch up with us na they are bringing now muti the best of NBA any football news the bre omo chairman ntie na ye sha ase free the
but before so be sha ase me refi madam fu be friend o hene batoni
okay
ya o medi we dey chipa o se men kan to so watch out
me jena so pa
o se analysis na ya na ne de pa
me jena so
ba ono nya adwin Manchester nsem na ya na wo kan de ono nya adwin
o ye batoni wo bia e chiaro you brain okay chairman for unsaka video ya na also wa share na onu enya bia hwe on Facebook and YouTube FAB TV no wa share na onu enya bia hwe o comment so very important no wa san like page no na wa like video no so ama ye wo chairman e share every day NBA chairman on say NBA no recently NBA that is the Olympic Games in course of France no for the French populace she say o manage that is the NBA no Emma France any team friend USA and that is the finals of the basketball both males and females managing na USA it come out victorious na NBA no ade omohyehyɛ bi to de bi omoye to de bi om the games bi ewremu ewo European countries I feel om de koremu ewo France nti ewo France no sponsored by a watch company and as a watchmaking company a friend Tissot omne sponsor the NBA di omakoremu of France na two teams omde omokoye Indiana Pacers any team a friend San Antonio Spurs omokobo two games or chairman for game 1 abaso nti me sha say free game 1 no game 1 Indiana Pacers lose 110 to 140 Emma San Antonio Spurs Branty friend Victor Wembanyama okoni krom say we are very strategic currently or the biggest French star boy NBA nibi okoni krom drop 30 points Emma San Antonio Spurs Devin Vassell dropped 25 points. Benedict Mathurin 24 points for Indiana Pacers. Werner Harrison Barnes for San Antonio Spurs so dropped 20 points. And I said the for your economy a braining tino big matches no scorers near the 5 na beba omo ye higher scorers no and small matches so ebe 2 produce and project matches eba so ahomachin so ento so mame na memo bo so tell me tifu a Orlando Magic jama mostly ne mantie no motena o ma chance Billups ene ne mantie ni betwa mo 101 to 79 ewo ho ahomachin omo lead scoring no Portland Trail Blazers abrantie FN Anthony Simmons ena Orlando Magic abrantie FN Franz Wagner free injury by no on so ebe drop 20 points ho team FN Atlanta Hawks o mo sa atena fie elusu ye to team FN Toronto Raptors ewo ho ahomachin Atlanta Hawks elusu to Toronto Raptors 119-122 no abrantie FN Scottie Barnes drop 25 points for Toronto Raptors and a leader for Atlanta Hawks so scorers no Bogdanovic ewo ho Chairman, if you are near Remo, OKC, Oklahoma City Thunder, so any team a friend Dallas Mavericks said the Abrante friend carry having a good Eddie Kanakano. Also, master a mini war rivalry in Ebe, also in the Western Conference. No, Omucha team a friend Oklahoma City Thunder 121 to 115 ewo into my degen of Nenemante Nuku Lucia. How much your mom lead scorers Jalen Williams, OKC. Enya 33 points. Shea Gilgis Alexander Enya 31 points. Abrante friend Spencer Dinwiddie Enya 28 points. And a Kerry Irving drop 24 points. And a PJ Washington so drop 22 points. Chairman, if you are near Remo Milwaukee Bucks, Doc Rivers and Abrante Nicha team a friend Miami Heat 125 to 96 Abrante friend Damian Lillard Ahomachone lead scoring 29 points. Giannis Antetokounmpo and so the Greek freak also drop 25 points and a Keller Ward so it drop 22 points for Miami Heat. Tyler Herro drop 21 points Chairman, if you are near Remo Denver and so team a friend Sacramento Kings it's Ekolusu to team a friend Denver Nuggets over the Ball Arena, that is 132 to 123. Ahomachi Nikola Jokic something very exciting, Chairman. The video in better so many for to 66 footer and an ensaba quarter basketball from Onwelcome straight into the net to beat the Bowser. Nikola Jokic strong performance on Chairman or drop 35 points. Ahomachi Damar DeRozan Sacramento Kings 24 points. Domantas Sabonis 23 points. Chris Brown, Abrante Wilson, and the history of Waji NBA at every level, right from high school to the NBA championship, and also drop 21 points. And a Michael Porter Jr. also drop 20 points. So team a friend Golden State Warriors also drop 131 points against team a friend Chicago Bulls also drop 106 points in team. Chase Center and Golden State Warriors team a friend Chicago Bulls. Leading the scoring was Zach LaVine for Chicago Bulls or drop 24 points. Steph Curry and as Chef Curry drop 21 points. And I'm ranting did so Andre Wiggins and the next scorer and also so popular or also drop 17 points. How much 18 times 36 time champions and this year 18 times for Los Angeles Lakers and 18 times for team my friend Boston Celtics, defending champions Boston Celtics. Joe Mazzulla and Emrante Nukulusuma Papa friend JJ Redick 117 to 96 into Los Angeles Lakers such as Boston Celtics. Anthony Davis and Machine drop 24 points. Austin Reeves 23 points. Kristaps Porzingis 22 points. LeBron James 20 points and Abrante Frenum Jalen Brown so last year MVP of the finals so drop 17 points. Los Angeles Clippers inform Los Angeles Clippers so money team my friend Washington Wizards no so team my friend Los Angeles Clippers set na into dome drop 110 to 93. Ahomachi Jordan Poole of Washington Wizards drop 24 points. Norman Powell 22 points. Home and I'm ranting said Derrick Jones 19 points. Lala James Harden drop that is a triple double so ono sunya 17 points and edidi so sa Kawhi Leonard is already on also drop 15 points. Chairman nyame adom ochna games e beba so no ne producer dia to so na etifo ana ahwefo nyina ehwe bi no enti chairman ye remne the predictions bi aba na etifo ensaka Charlotte Hornets ne Portland Trail Blazers This is one game I'll go for Portland Trail Blazers. Then Philadelphia 76ers, any team my friend Cleveland Cavaliers. I'll go for Cleveland Cavaliers due to Kenny Atkinson and Rantier form. No? Then of course, away from the smoothie king, no, New Orleans Pelicans said to Memphis Grizzlies to win. San Antonio Spurs, Indiana Pacers game 2 France. No, I'll still go for San Antonio Spurs because of Victor Wembanyama Obofi and a Minnesota Timberwolves Finch. And then the Rantier no so a bit to me any victory against them, but not get very, very difficult, but they will do it against them. Then Dallas Mavericks also any Boston Celtics. I'll go for Boston Celtics. So be treating my friend the Dallas Mavericks, even though say Omoko away. And a Brooklyn Nets and Miami Heat might get the win against my friend Brooklyn Nets. Then Yami Admarco said that Charlotte Hornets New Orleans Pelicans, Orlando Magic ne Detroit Pistons, and also producer the Atoso, Atlanta Hawks ne Toronto Raptors, Cleveland Cavaliers and Houston Rockets, New York Knicks and Sacramento Kings, Chicago Bulls and Philadelphia 76ers, Memphis Grizzlies and Utah Jazz, Golden State Warriors and Los Angeles Lakers. The last time Omsha Chase Center, team my friend in Los Angeles, Golden State Warriors, Los Angeles Lakers. This is revenge time because Abrante and Jared Vanderbilt to guard them Ranty Steph Curry. We never call Ama Los Angeles Lakers home. Phoenix Suns and Washington Wizards. You go for the Phoenix Suns. Los Angeles Clippers and Milwaukee Bucks. Very tight game, but I'll still go for Los Angeles Clippers. And a Trail Blazers and OKC. Ebeba back to winning ways after so lose to Dallas Mavericks. Tama you stories na hona Lala James Harden medical bonabaso say would drop a triple double in the team that is Los Angeles Clippers winner omunya ono a popelo na amana betoso number 8 in all-time triple doubles. He named himself triple doubles. The Abrante Feno Russell Westbrook na me check triple double man. Your points so benya numbers beyond 10 and as if free 10 equal or rebounds and assist and our blocks so ni nyina eka ho nti say eno mu miensa na ebe ni ehwe ni podika Russell Westbrook all time 222. Abrante bit say Nikola Jokic 150. Yeah, the list not to so a etie for be Oscar Robertson mu nyina or Abrante bit say LeBron James Otoso Makuma Kunu 121. Jason Kidd Dallas Mavericks a coach no 107. Luka Doncic and so 80 and Abrante Fenny James Harden wapeto so 8. What to Chamberlain former Los Angeles Lakers and as Los Angeles Lakers legend waba 79 Damanta Sabonis so your active player on also 63. Chairman said him di kai na the Chase Center Abrante Feno Jared Vanderbilt return since February no into Los Angeles Lakers fans. There were many beji we one of the best rim defenders and as a perimeter defender. So that is the NBA no or returning to Los Angeles Lakers abisi akan since February no. Chairman ahomachi anase nyame adoma memenda ahomachi game ebeba so between Indiana Pacers and team my friend San Antonio Spurs no celebrities be ebeba ho a chairman omom wodin pa na mebobom din no Osman Dembele PSG obe PM ewo ho Pau Gasol former Los Angeles Lakers no Kobe Bryant teammate obe PM ho Manu Ginobili ebe PM ho Sabrina Ionescu last year contested 3-pointers contest no with Abrante Freno Steph Curry no ono so be PM ho oba no obe PM ho Joakim Noah former NBA player ono so be PM ewo ho Abrante Freno Tony Parker former San Antonio Spurs winner of the NBA ono so be PM ho Abrante Freno Robert Perez winner that is a French national team and Arsenal a former winger no ono so be PM or France 98 World Cup winner. Then Abrante Freno Rodrigo Hernan Cascante that is currently FIFA Ballon d'Or ono so EBPM and Abrante Freno Jalen Rose omunyina EBPM ewo ho into producer the that is poster nato so for the Paris Games 2025 sponsored by Tissot no that's so chairman Yerem All-Star Games na ebeba so no nyame adoma All-Star Games so ebeba so for the year 2025 na starters for both conferences aba over the West almost start no Abrante Freno Kevin Durant LeBron James and Nikola Jokic Steph Curry and Abrante Freno Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in the semi-chemi in terms of positioner Steph Curry ebebo point guard Shai Gilgeous-Alexander ebe shooting guard Nikola Jokic center LeBron James power forward and a small forward no ebe Abrante Freno Kevin Durant omu coach ebe Mike Degenot coach OKC and as Oklahoma City Thunder chairman near Remu the Eastern Conference so no that is the Eastern Conference. Abrante friend Giannis Antetokounmpo ebe start as power forward. Small forward ebe Jason Tatum. Karl Anthony Towns ebe center or Jalen Brunson ebe point guard. Na Donovan Mitchell shooting guard ho. Enti producer that is position obi abebo any starters no atoso. Of course, Jalen Brunson, this is the second time I enter into the All-Star. 6 times for the Spider, Donovan Mitchell. And Jason Tatum, the green Mamba, says your companion in the idol, Abrante FN, Kobe Bryant, the Black Mamba, or no so 6 times in the Abrante FN, Kevin Durant, Truly Days, Golden State Warriors, and Phoenix Suns, Brooklyn Nets, Ababe Remu, that is the Phoenix Suns currently, no. Or you are selecting 15 times for the All-Star. Giannis Antetokounmpo 9 times for Milwaukee Bucks. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander also Oklahoma City Thunder. Also you are selecting 3 times. Karl Anthony Towns last year dropped 50 points in the that is All-Star game. No, Karl Anthony Towns also I are selecting 5 times, formerly of Minnesota Timberwolves. LeBron James, of course, the record holder, 21 times an All-Star. Until LeBron James and that's all time. Only are selecting the most power for the All-Star. 21 good times for that is Los Angeles Lakers. A small forward and a small power forward. I friend LeBron James or chairman if you are na you remu football near shall free matches a bekosono anti producer and family remu ligua na onfa that is a fixtures bekosono nto so na yemfe prediction and say the be we are sorry so preko na chairman abeje nedwa Oze ni Saint-Etienne chairman game when predicted you, but I'll go for Oze sense or KOFI against Saint-Etienne. Team my friend AS Monaco so any team my friend start drain. For time ni bibia da suntino any day a fish channel be basu nyina da suntino. Saturday no Monaco ebeti match team my friend start drain or start drain for some time no money for last 4 matches. Omo wini ba kokoma lusu ni nyina including some free Coupe de France nim. Then coach against license or bad in November no chairman we winning just 3 matches ni nyina against teams are last season no more League 2 nim and that is Angers teams beat Saint-Etienne and Bordeaux. Then Monaco so at home this is only Benfica and PSG na akosho mu fie. Even the mighty Barcelona elusu against team friend AS Monaco. Enti adi hata on lusu in 3 against Adrenda no. I am tipping him so besenya victory no against AS Monaco. And of course Strasbourg chairman so okay last week. There was one match I make catch a Panthers say a then I'm predicted for Marseille it was Stade Velodrome. Strasbourg ever called to win or to draw. Strasbourg 8-0 against Lille Metropole. Despite Lille Metropole the excellent performance against Nice no. Strasbourg a win or a draw once again for Strasbourg a bra obufi no. Then PSG Besha Star Dreams a ho that is a horn so they have no Brest. Of course Brest after some course of far defeat in the Champions League they will go and beat Lille. I have. Then Lyon and Nantes, very difficult game to predict. Lyon, you can't trust them so much, but in the Champions League against Fenerbahce, they were excellent, and I'll try to give them a draw because Nantes are not a side to be scared of. Then Toulon and Montpellier, I'll give the victory to Montpellier, even though say Omoko away. Then Lens to beat Angers, Eofie. Nice, Marseille. Senka game ne Koso Stade Velodrome, I would have predicted a draw, a win for Nice, but Koso away. That is team my friend Marseille Echo away no that is at the Alliance no. I'll go for a victory for team my friend Marseille papa friend Roberto Di Zerbi and Francesi chama beka Francesi biye pa start RC Lens coach Emrana Ghana this guy ya call Salis yes, on the Nice coach right now. In the last 4 matches for some time now. In the last 2 matches, so many be were losing na Olidi against Lille and Obabe Lusu in that game. Then playing against Marseille, a very very difficult fixture. Marseille to win, Mason Greenwood to score. So last week about Panti, Otiana also watching ye. Then chairman Omulik table near the Atosono. Of course, PSG kind them Marseille etoso and a Lille Metropole. This was Montpellier they have any team my friend Saint-Etienne and so then top scorer singing also producer Eddie Atoso ube home run to say Mason Greenwood Bradley Barcola Jonathan David Osman Dembele and Evan Gusan and so our listener so chairman remo Bundesliga near her Bundesliga sending near maybe subisia call Wolfsburg at home against Austin Car and no Basunde and Timenfa prediction and then RB Leipzig against Bayer for Leverkusen Jabi Alonso and Mrantiano despite that slip I was Civitas Metropolitano there I tipped them to go and win no shine in your chairman Ejuma Bon Borussia Dortmund Werder Bremen I predict to say Borussia Dortmund will return to winning ways the new managers bounce to bed even though some more points substantive coach Freiburg cannot stand with some company in Mrantiano and Bayern Munich Remo Freiburg no Bayern Munich will go and pick a victory or then Osberg Heidenheim I'll go for a Heidenheim victory or a draw in this game then Mainz 05 hey Bo Henriksen and Brad Papa Efreno that is a Sebastian Hoeneß or Sebastian Hoeneß and Stuttgart team they are on form and I'm predicting says a victory be game with it will go from Stuttgart that is and Rantibi said there is some dark mabano I predict that they will win then Borussia Mönchengladbach against Bochum straight victory for Gerardo Swan and then Rantibi and some baby team a friend Bochum team Borussia Mönchengladbach at the Borussia Park a benya victory and of course CSG Hoffenheim many Eintracht Frankfurt very difficult to predict due to Omushia as I said matches is equal, but due to Dino Top Molanti, I'll give the victory to Team FN and Transfer for they will go away and go and beat TH Joffrey. Then St. Pauli Union Berlin, one of my favorite sides in the German league. I'll go for them to beat St. Pauli away. Chairman, league table and that's so no. So Union Berlin lead St. Pauli by just 3 points, leading the pack team FN by Bayern Munich or lead team FN by for Leverkusen 4 points, so 45-41 then Eintracht Frankfurt for 36 points or Matoma Mamouche LY or Modern replacement no said they on also performance Besiako Stuttgart of course or Modern fourth RB Leipzig are sleepy from the automatic Champions League slot now better fifth with 31 points. Chairman Borussia Dortmund table no so or Modern 10th home. Top scorers Harry Kane 16 goals. Mama Musha no Hanono 15 goals. And Jonathan Burkhardt 12 goals. Patrick Schick 12 goals. And Tim Klein 10 goals. Chairman no top scorers start to deceive you. The only person as when proud beat Mama Harry Kane it was 12 time Patrick Schick and you because Mama Mushko and Jonathan Burkhardt it's not one person who beat Mama Harry Kane a lot of contests home. Chairman if you are now you Remu that is the Italian Serie A no so near the fixtures have Torino ne Cagliari Basunde about Como Atalanta very interesting game this game say me pena yet in common quad I don't want to miss this game I had much at 2 p.m. Como Atalanta Como home if I will go for a victory I'll go for Atalanta but Frances Fabregas and Rantiano right now the scary side so quite on the Udine fast Chairman Frances Fabregas and more in Crano. Nesta, Nani quite said need to Fabregas disrespect to Nesta no one. Then Napoli ended the draw masters. Chairman or Napoli ni AC Milan Nibia. Sorry, Juventus ni AC Milan Nibia. Or the Juventus arena. You think that Juventus are back. A quiet rantive says Samuel in Bangula. And that is a branch friend. Timothy Ria enya 2 goals sema on that day that was the day na Abrante friend Justin Kluivert Patrick Kluivert eba Justin Kluivert so eputi team friend on Newcastle to the source so it was a day former players former clubs so then Timothy Ria so that is Abrante friend and as a papa friend George Oponria former AC Milan player team friend AC Milan then ominous game chairman had any see Juventus square na ade ni bi nto hom koyede board yes omne club Brugge ayeko board bia anhye bi chairman game no ni ma shot do e course shot on target 2 sides in na ball 1 asem we na papa ye frɛ no Sergio Conceição kokan ya e ma Thiago Motta bufu ya ope kwan bia so de share no on the day you could clearly see say na AC Milan they were taking too much risk and they were leaving too many gaps at the back, creating chances and not scoring and leaving too many gaps at the back. Chairman, it is only a recipe for a loss and that was why on the day Juventus won. But playing against Napoli, Chairman, why had Napoli formed this season? Yeah. Against Atalanta, going to the gateways after Sanomo lose 3-0 El Maradona, they went okay, me predicted say Kianek Antonio Toto Conte will go and get revenge. Oh, that is the Gary Stadium. Going to beat them by 3-2 on the day. Scott McTominay mo Emuninya goals. Romelu Menama, Lukaku, Bolingoli, so Enya go na Matteo Politano mo Enya goals. Emo winning 3-2 against Atalanta. Juventus to beat Juventus against Napoli. Maradona. abra papa e friend Antonio Toto Conte ni pass Inter Milan di neche Inter Milan born a standing game on any be the same points no beating on goals. This is not a game of bed drop points. Napoli to beat Juventus or then Empoli Bologna or go for Bologna victory. AC Milan ne Parma. Wow. The last time Parma share AC Milan twice consecutively. Chama no kai Abrante friend Marco Parolo. Yes, former Lazio, former AS Roma, Emmett Fordano. Then Abrante friend Jonathan Biabiani. Okay, Papa friend Rafael Benitez Modest, KOFI Inter Milan, Super Cup on Philippe Coutinho. Or both sides, both wings, Abrante friend Diego Milito, Jenem Finfini. Omunes Emranto Mushego then Chama maybe body be Chama Antonio Casano. Omunyina ka players Omushe AC Milan back to back for Parma. But since then AC Milan tenya victory and this year Dennis Man any Abrante friend Matteo Cancelleri a 2 goals Omunya Ema Christian Police Jete Kenin back on Emma Parma nya first victory ewo Ebra Parma bo home traveling to San Siro likely say AC Milan so ebenya victory because Sergio Conceição ni buafu ye pa after so lose against Juve going to get the 1-0 in the victory through that 1-0 victory in the UC and as UEFA Champions League through Rafael Leao goal no, shouldn't be enough. He would want to return to the winning ways in the Serie A. And I'm tipping AC Milan to beat Parma. Then Udine against AS Roma. AS Roma Nema Nkoye in the Europa League. Eko Lusu or playing against Udine and the last match Lusu against Komono. I am tipping team my friend AS Roma so Omubenya victory or then Lecce Inter after losing 2-0 in the first leg. That is San Siro no. Lecce will be at home and will lose. Into Marco Giampaolo, Boao, Emra Abrante Papa Freno, Simone Inzaghi room against away no. Inter Milan will go and get victory no. Chamano Abrante Freno Lautaro Martinez go in the UEFA Champions League no. Solid goal. But it was the only goal of the game. Lazio ne Fiorentina first round. Fiorentina etna Temio Franchi eshe 2-1 against Lazio. Into Papa Freno, Rafael Palladino nya 2-1 over Papa Freno Marco Baroni. There is a game Marco Baroni bears at revenge. So the leaders of the Europa League with 19 points they will win this game until Lazio ebeshe team Fiorentina or then Venezia Verona very difficult to predict. Eusebio Di Francisco but I will still predict Verona to get a win or a draw away Venezia. Then Genoa against Monza, Patrick Vieira Remo Genoa or first victory. I'm predicting some bit match Monza or Chama League table inside him kind of that's no. Napoli 15 points and Inter Milan 47 points. Juventus unbeaten in the league or 37 points or the fifth and Lazio or 39 points that fourth. Come on, Barcelona, Verona, Venezia, and Monza. Until Momokobono Verona, or battle relegation, then the Lecce also at the 17th. Home. Chama top squares maturity Gary 10, 14 goals, Marcos Thuram 13, Moiskin 12, and Ademola Lukman 10. Lukaku 8 and Lautaro Martinez also. Chama everyone in room. La Liga EA Sports no round 21 no na yemfa also 7 ready for Chama
La Liga no
Chama La Liga EA Sports no said them dey kind Las Palmas no Sasuna there omobo in terms of prediction but was some more Mallorca and Real Betis the boy ni Real Betis Chama yate so San Antonio Matheus dos Santos free Manchester United no omo travel to Mallorca. Real Betis does not travel well. It may predict a victory for Mallorca. It was some more then Atletico Madrid to beat Villarreal. Yes, Chairman, that is what I'm predicting. But Atletico Madrid should be very careful. Emra game neighbor Sunyami Aduma or China 315 and I say Memenda 315. Atletico Madrid should be very careful. Chairman, what are my reasons? Atletico Madrid they kunya first round victory, first round last season. It was Ceramica, any that is Civitas Metropolitano, unya victory against Team Efreno, Atletico Madrid, that is Villarreal. But at the Ceramica, that is this year, no, omobo 2-2. Chairman, identical score line, say Abamrebi 2022-2023. Chairman, when at the Ceramica ombo 2-2, no. Team my friend Atletico Madrid now Civitas Metropolitano lose by 2 goals to 0. But don't let that deceive you. The first game I saw Metropolitano and a second game no I saw Ceramica. But this time first game I saw Ceramica and a second game I saw Civitas Metropolitano. Atletico Madrid should still be careful because despite in our last 9 matches or my winning just 3 that is team my friend BRL no. You can never doubt team my friend BRL. especially when Alex Baena and Mrantie be it is that is a 1-4 more they when they are at play Mrantie. If you watch Marcelino Torra and any team now, they are very well coached side, just that they don't have the star power to sometimes win games, and sometimes you need that. And when on a day when Alex Baena and it's a brand TV to say that is a Tieno Barimo and Step Yapa, but against Atletico Madrid, Chairman, a young kind of crunch for club record 15 wins. It wasn't for fluke. Lehane Sheno Bio Nim Diogo Pablo Simeone BNM say the Champions League is very important to Diogo Pablo Simeone. It is the only trophy, and as a major trophy on my team final Atletico Madrid. So Emrana Obo Bio for Leverkusen will feel, you know. I am sure none any bako RSA game, no, and it was no surprise Lehane Seshe, no. To many it will be a surprise, but yeah, in him Diogo Pablo Simeone chase, you know. We know he wants the Champions League. We know he thinks he can win the Champions League. And I Emra sign Alexander Solovne, Julian Alvarez. I said the same thing. So that is, it is because of the Champions League in why he signings, no. And he will still want to win the league, especially with Kwaya offer so that 2-1 victory against Atletico Madrid. Pablo Barrios send off, then Ombesa concede go, but they will come back to Julian Alvarez Abeshe 2-1 wo. Team friend Atletico Madrid to get the win against Villarreal. It was Civitas Metropolitano. Villarreal, no one should think that at home and as more travel away I call Atletico Madrid are difficult. The only teams are Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid home and Diego Pablo Simeone. Villarreal. Team friend Real Madrid and Barca. That is 8 for Real Barca and 5 for Real Madrid. Then Omasha team friend Atletico Madrid 3 times. When Diego Pablo Simeone is at the helm. So Atletico Madrid should be careful, but I'm predicting a victory for them. Sevilla to beat Espanyol. That 2-1 against Valladolid. No, in that relegation 6 pointer. No, it won't change anything. Sevilla is one side, and especially Dodi Luki Baku, I'm predicting that this is a game I'll see him score. Then Real Valladolid, Real Madrid. Chairman, I say last 6 matches when she go into a team either. A very, very difficult pass. I'm predicting say Real Madrid to travel to that is a Jose Zorrilla to go and get a victory. Yes. Then at the Vallecas, Real Vallecano and Hiruna, a victory for Real Vallecano. Then Real Sociedad so Etna La Rosaleda and Itimefeno Hetafe after that draw against Barcelona. That is the Coliseum Afonso Perez. No? Of course, now say nyama nkoyi Emmanuel Aguaso ne Mrante ne ne hu kwan omofa so elusu that is in the Europa League. It is a game if I'm predicting a victory, I will still predict for Team FN Real Sociedad because of the scoring potency of Team FN Hetafe. But it is looking more like a draw than say a big victory for one of them. Now let's take Bilbao and Leganes game we move the power, but I'm Ernesto Valverde and Mrante to get a victory. Chairman Europa League, no, omre Besiktas when you be Kwanya Olego na so scared in the fast, no. Acha 1 season na Manchester United there it doesn't say when I'm Pontias no. Then Barcelona Valencia Carlos that is Cabrera no buy Wabon Homodin ye pa last 4 on Lusu Bioka, and the first game was against Real Madrid or Lusu or no. But the last 4 on Lusu be and how or team is setting the team up, no. It is different from Ruben Baraja. Sometimes or person the team no, it's me attack, and just that he didn't have the attacking potency. Omalusu Abrante with Yarem Chuk to team friend Olympiacos. Until not and yet Ruben Baraja fault. But it is a game I'm predicting. Say Barcelona will get a victory, especially in when the Kusi will start to lose. Total delirium or start to lose. Barcelona fans, me sure say Omo Morgan and baby receive after Sarah Beloli Diaz Rafinha Enya, that is the 5th goal no. So they will beat by that is Team friend Valencia, especially when on last 20 Barcelona home, that is the Camp Nou and the Montjuic. Team friend of Valencia winning just 2. Barcelona winning 13 and 5 victories for Team FN and Barcelona. Sorry, 5 draws between the two of them. 13 for Barcelona, 5 draws, and a 2 for Valencia. So I'm predicting a victory for Team FN and Barcelona to return to winning ways. Because yes, the league is slipping through their fingers. Champions League in there, it is done. Liverpool are the only teams on more automatic qualification. So now let's focus on the league, and I'm sure they will beat Team FN and Valencia. Then Alaves against Celta Vigo. Very KG game, but it is on Monday. I mean, my Monday, my baby can want some. League standings: Real Madrid already can 46, Atletico Madrid 44, Barcelona 39, Athletic Bilbao 39, BRL 33. Okwasiwa Valencia, Carlos Cabrera, ne performance in each Omguso Eda 19th. Real Valladolid on Real Madrid, but it's a match. I'm a friend polar match.
I didn't polar match.
Polar no ne poto. So Real Madrid in that first and Real Valladolid that's what teams are can
The kind of
that was polar match and till for no more we are there. Any team a friend and a team a friend Espanyol so that is 18th position. Top scorers right, Robert Lewandowski 16, Kylian Mbappe 12, Rafinha 11, Antibody May 10, and Adodi Luki Bakio so Asha 9. Chairman Almighty Premiership na yemfa fixtures ni na yenye transfer stories and stories kakere ho no MT4. Team chairman team a friend Bournemouth and then Nottingham Forest na me admire kick off ni ho. Na me admire weekend way. Until 3 p.m. Vitality Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest chairman. Game way, I can't give the victory to one of the teams.
Bournemouth,
2 of the most well-coached sides in the Premier League right now.
Nottingham Forest.
Yes, Andoni Raiola, Bournemouth, and Nuno Espirito Santo, Holy Ghost, and so Nottingham Forest. No, Chairman, they are 2 well-coached sides. Chairman, if you watch them against Southampton, that is Nottingham Forest. Now we have Bournemouth, so against my friend in Newcastle, like you could see a coach's hand on the team, and Andoni Raiola especially, but I didn't give him that chance. Yes, I didn't give him that chance.
Who's the Warren against Man City?
Yes, Arsenal,
Manchester United.
Yes, and Washer Newcastle,
Tottenham,
Washer Spurs, and so it will feel.
I got no boy
to my I didn't give him that dog chance because for Rayo Vallecano there, what we were expecting is Obeba best survive relegation. But right now he's pushing to go up top or the 7th right now, telling you how well he's doing.
He's really working.
Nuno Espirito Santo they say I can Evangelist Mariniakis no here Obia or Toman Obit my deliver.
And on no more balls or any CBA or City.
No on set back.
Now like what ball or more on
counter
no. Or no more ball.
You can see they are very well good side. And the man said Dango Atara Mokrano. My impression about it said Dango Atara Crasses because currently he's one of the most technical players who league in my world right now. Very solid player Antoine Semenyo, but Coach Biswe you need players.
Ivan Nelson.
Yes, of course, Ivan Nelson. So then Justin Kluivert.
Or the boys
that is a match.
Last match,
Christie, Newcastle.
Kluivert
hat-trick, yes.
Against Newcastle.
Yes, we bought hat-trick 2 this season. Yes. Only Ellen Holland, Kwana, AB. But I couldn't a hat-trick of penalties, which is a record in the Premier League, and also about hat-trick and Kasa against Team Friend in Newcastle. Chairman. Yentwa so Brighton and mess against Everton. David William Moyes are returning to Everton. A very, very difficult. So I'm team my friend Everton. But will Everton be able to capitalize on mistakes at Brighton here? Brighton are called Manchester United. Because I've told you, Brighton will make mistakes against every team in the league, but not against Manchester United. They live to beat Manchester United in the league. Last season, almost by 3 goals to 1. This season, almost by 3 goals to 1. Okay, weekend games, predicting. I told you that there's a chance Brighton will go and win because they know how to win at Old Trafford and they got the win. But against Everton, it will shock you. Say, I'll go for a win or a draw for Everton. Oh, I miss. Yes.
Oh, giddy. Hey. Then David Moyes.
Yes. Ames. I share a Fabian Herzler. Then Liverpool Ipswich, and yet said you will lose Portman Road against Man City, but they will still lose. A bit my identity said the Liverpool boy, G-Tech, and I say Brentford Community Stadium or London now. A take here, Brantford and Davin, there's a dying members of the game, Omunia 2 goals. And they will still win. And yet easy to say Manchester City Kunya. Then Wolverhampton Southampton in Newcastle best start as I best start say obe build the momentum be mo be kwa start e was Southampton St Mary so papa friend avoid you reach the ono an pen one say mo chairman from Roman him go as then was an kofa adwuma we ono an pe the how will return to winning ways the Wolverhampton Wanderers chairman Victor Pereira by na the first 4 matches or 7 points right say see anema nko your master station ye o mama na kwa about to the Premier League Arsenal will go and continue the Manchester City against Chelsea and fan on 20 Crystal Palace Brentford. Crystal Palace share That is team my friend Leicester away, right? And Brentford also lose dying members of the game after they played very well. Monday near Bayern can be ball my basso. Omobo one of the most exciting games this season win the Premiership. But if that game had ended in 0-0, it's only 7-0 games, but it would have been one of the most exciting 0-0 games. Masha will be asked. But Liverpool had to win that game because they are very experienced and they have that star power. And that is Darwin Núñez stepped up for them. But there is a game I take Brentford to go and beat Crystal Palace into only Glasner and as Oliver Glasner. Ebelu to prepare friend Thomas Frank. Then Tottenham to beat Leicester City with Van Nistelrooy Dumano. In a near person or battered in man support. Then Aston Villa to beat West Ham. Aston Villa to beat West Ham. Chamas what said team testing or call. Yes, Omanya Pamano called David Sullivan, my Pamano man, or Pamon sporting director. Now coach is in Yadia, sporting director and Apamano. Graham Potter. Abeji Jumana, but I'm tipping papa that is Omubelusu or Aston Villa Ebeshe or Moho United Emirates barrier to get the victory. Fulham, if there is a time they will beat Manchester United, and the time is now. Time 2009, that is 2008, 2009 they beat Manchester United, and 2009, 2010 almost Manchester United. But since then, Chairman almost a Fulham to Manchester United. Chairman okay those days Glenn Dempsey, those days are now Rantip Musa Dembele mu were Bajen, Zotangera mu, Chairman kai Bobby Zamora, and Danny Murphy, or my captain then. Fulham in a 3-0 victory and a 2-0 victory against Manchester United. But since then, no, Manchester United in form crown on match at the Craven Cottage. If there is any time a Marco Silva beat Manchester United, this is the time. In the question said the Ombelusu in the 87th minute, and Joshua Zexi, the only goal man Manchester United. No, if I feel if there should be a victory, Manchester United watching them against even Rangers this is the German Rangers and the Celtic they are worlds apart. Yet Manchester United were struggling to create chances and score against my friend Rangers, and it took Bruno Fernandes in the 92nd minute. So Obenya that half volley na Befa Abrante friend Jack Butland to already know the kind of mistake. Jack Butland, former Manchester United player, former Stoke player. No the kind of mistake and say Manchester United in a 2-1 victory or through Cyril Dessers soon in equalizer and Rangers. A bad day for Manchester United. If there is a victory, I'll go for Fulham. But this game, I'm leaning towards a draw. But if there is a victory, it is for Fulham. Chairman league table that Liverpool 50 points, Arsenal 44 points, Nottingham Forest 44 points. So currently, Nottingham Forest and Arsenal with the same points. Chairman, why I give me predicted then Chelsea 40 points. Chelsea against Manchester City. Chairman said Chelsea loses a game now Manchester City despite all their woes. This is almost one. Very shocking, right? And Chairman, the money yesterday said they are going to the Etihad.
We say at the initial stage of the league, now Manchester City are winning.
Yes.
But not Chelsea also results
especially at home.
Yes. And now it drew
a losing streak in a bad
for Man City. And now winning the initial
Chelsea.
In the Abasa and
I get into December till end of December ni early January na Chelsea. And I City I was G-Tech and I Okobo 2-2 and recently the team friend or yes on Bembeso but very Chelsea for the pass Manchester City the my age now but Chairman surprisingly okay the last time Manchester City and that is team friend Chelsea bo game and Chelsea Elidium that year Chelsea G League yes 2016-2017 Antonio Toto Conte League now the three back league
but we do more league do more
and that's the Oshawomo. That the Oshawomo. Sergio Aguero, I remember that game very much. Madam for Kaka Kokubona baby, I'll be a match that game in where your term be our home be our in now so can. Chairman, to us or Manchester United, Chairman that 13th. Or money relegation difference only at 10 points, only day stretch. 26 to 16, 10 points or beat Marco relegation. Chairman Mo Salah and the lead top scorer start with 18 goals, Erling Haaland 17, Alexander Isak 15, Cole Palmer 14, Chris Wood 14. Chairman the winner of Manchester City and the Chelsea game. Said the Eddie Kanakano. Team friend of Manchester City will take the victory. Chairman, I many transfer stories and 1 or 2 be paid. Now I'm sorry so. You remember a shot safe in Belgium. Chairman also recently no more Palmer Domenico Tedesco. Oma appointing Rudy Garcia and Chairman guest as assistant. Rudy Garcia and a Belgian player be EG League or Lille Metropole. Assistant.
Belgian player.
Yes.
And they say
Hazard. Yes. nti the Hazard Michael Pelly yes ono na sisia oye currently Belgium assistant coach name asoso akwaje Saudi Arabia for nisika do so dwane akọ Santos omo ye ni hwe na chama nim de esre so man 3 years contract so kaka na aka o mu aka 2 years mbe so de 1 year de 1 year no nya mo no you know so de acha o muska no bo no nya mo no na fa we ni 6 months aka no mfa ma no ne papa nkoto a stake in Santos no sanko bo ma Santos into no sanko free into the ayeka ka o kan so chairman pictures in that so no onya san ma esi yes onya san ma esi mla then
onya adwane na yere no
ne baby mama nya na yere no adwane no ne baby mama no na pe no asem o pa asem a onya chairman Akọ Adams oye Nigerian osinaka Monpey na mo ka mo da se o French Liga ni 5.5 million team friend Sevilla etua edefa Akọ Williams da so no ewo ho Tottenham ekobusa about Abrante friend Brian Bobby say nko mo person mo fa ni loan anka ho asem te say ma omoti nsem kwa em say nyomo de to ma say promo chikaka but team friend West Ham de omo pushi pa say nka loan with obligation to buy ka team friend ayase be ma o ma ka be omo de pa the chairman won say a bear draw for AFCON. That is 2025 Friday Okoso Morocco no. The chairman mo be ko Ghana mo be ko bi. E be ko akotwe protest. Chairman her legends a omdo omuro e Rabat for the draw.
We do to all the Akọ African Cup.
Goalkeeper Ismail Hadari. Patrick Mboma Cameroon. Abrante friend Amen Matluli. So okay na Abrante friend Yao Kwasi Gavino. Momo Sissoko former Liverpool, former Villarreal, former PSG. Or no so AC
no Sissoko Obama Africa.
Oh yes, Obama Mali.
Mali.
Yeah, no Mali. Or name Mamadou Diarra mo Freddy Kanute mo the same time but no Taipra. Then chairman Christopher Katongo.
Hey, King Christopher Katongo.
Yes. We know that.
One of the sergeant and I know.
Yes. Well, no, I think it's a sergeant no more friend. Yes, I think so. We, you know, man is a commando. So after so much AFCON with Zambia, no.
2012 and
yes, I think 2012
and Nigeria betting 2013.
Yes, Matebe Kidiaba mo. Yes, Estupila Sunzumo. Sam Rantiano, of course. The legends pan
for Calaba.
Yes, master. And so in accident we Manchester United, so Patrick Dogu. Manchester United here, the chairman. Now only one number na me nkoye scout ma.
Yeah, I just say.
So I was Italian Serie A ni dey hwe ni dey akiri. Patrick Dog no mu chasing. If I'm selecting 3 left backs for Serie A, on count. So why are they chasing? And chairman, how much the 30 million pounds ako? E my team friend lecture reject. E wie ya no de koy. Enumere o ma reject. Na on say dey buy a top for money ate. O ma reject come say 40 million euros. Manchester United so mo tono mo fa mo loan dia 40 million euros o mo metua no mo fa no ko.
Okay.
Chairman Victor Pereira, unse medical kase ne honeymoon na be wiye. Mateus Cunha team friend Nottingham Forest Arsenal chesi no. Maka nsem de go Abrante na so mane ya so brache. Esi the captain number na bon. Na papa. Yes, na papa friend Victor Pereira say nkomo ne Abrante na di chese o nko. Me so me nkomo am di chese Abrante nyo obeko.
Na Arsenal pe wa ma.
Me Victor Pereira be head o twan.
Arsenal pe no so de nka me ne nyo ho de bati.
Chairman, I'm for both GDS about for Liverpool team last season G League. No, papa friend Tim Stanton and a share team. Chairman, that is West Ham, a former sporting director.
And okay.
Yes.
And they don't want about support them. Abrante, a friend of Xabi Alonso.
So on a recruiting crowd, Alonso ne coach.
And America says on almost on the society.
Yes.
So being the society, they analyze automatically. I have about 60 to 70% of.
So was a players. I got to Kylian Mbappe by Ancelotti in the
so also on the society.
Oh, some players talent on the on a whole yes.
Now I said talent into the winner and coaching.
Now free Liverpool in 2023. Chairman story. We have the Miami opinion back on. It's here from Fanchami. Me pamwa pam na emede. Ekwan odi David William Moyes fa omo ball fe papa ya kwaje conference ama mo kra mo nye European trophy da omo ball fe onye si na akofa mo kofa adwele lepetegi by tap tap na ekoyo na so adi na chi adi bibia hye wa adi na chi yes nti mim se emede sisi a papa fe na Carl Macaulay, Odi, Papa friend Graham Potter, this only in charge of recruitment. West Ham United. Went to West Ham, you see some Mama Graham Potter full control over everything. Papa friend or Tim Stanton and that's no. Chairman Rema Anthony Martins dos Santos, in years of our Kunsa. So on Colombo Real Betis now, Omuntia 84% of the wages. No, to Manchester United, Yama sorted. Chairman Madame for be do hard, you know. Dodo Fiorentina, on say me right backs ba kwa many job more Serie A and more Fiorentina no. Michael Kayode last is not Dodo Ebra. Very solid display for Michael Kayode. But them now Dodo by no nya bi more. Papa friend for Paladino and you see Brentford Thomas Frank afa a Brentford friend Michael Kayode for 16 million euros so. Ko fodo maso wadi your chairman. Southampton na wo medical kaso be ko so recruitment chairman Southampton ko pe player ko pe 17-year-old left back Andre Garcia e wo Reading chairman unum skill kra no okay 2 million euros chairman Southampton omoje 180 million right from that is a playoff no and odimu 2 million e ko pe player nko for man ko allegation be ha me chairman we me personal opinion man ko allegation be ha me okay man ko allegation be ha me pan chairman tie dey buy foreign news area
okay you better say yanda wase I for my entire one I am right ba intentem so you be right efisem no na ye di efisem no so dey ho abramo GPO bekoso during the weekend no GPO bekoso kotoko and the Karela ye dey ho nsem nyina beba transfers window no so ekulusi on Wednesday no na player we ko hin e dey sa exclusives no bramo we are ene the ebedi hu komo new sports minister new president of Republic of Ghana His Excellency Mahama John Dramani ono papa no ye de ne din ebetu dwa na ye de ne ho enkomo kakra afi so atenga akoka asim bi e de afa local boys no mo bobo wo local league no omo chan qualifiers na omo bono wadi ho enkomo a link to Blasters ti eno so yebedi ho enkomo ti mama ye ntwa ye ho na ye mra ye ba ye de aka ne nyina ye bema mo commercial break no sene ayeko yidi kan ebo mo kan ne se ye ba ibrem ewo efisem no ntentem so yemfa matisa ebekoso this weekend ewo GPL no mu embrew ye hyase free nyame adoma otena matisa ebeba so eni team my friend Accra Lions ebetina fi omoni mediema ana ABC akan sanso na kumasa sante kotoko Sunday Yame Aduma Sunday ewo Baba Yara Sports Stadium omane team my friend Karela United so and the ABC eni Bazaki Holy Stars omoso betina fi ene Accra House of Folk so the see eni sanso na Bechem United so betina fi omoni Nations FC so the BC eni Young Apostles omoso betina fi ewo Wenchi Sports Stadium omane Swatraman FC so ana DBC akan sanso so na Brikum Chelsea ewo Golden City Park Brikum no omoso so ene Vision FC mega team Vision FC and ABC akan Ogidi Papa Heart of Lions ewo Pandu Ogidi Papa team omoso so ene team my friend Adriana Stars and ABC akan sanso na Samates or Summer Boy no after so many Hasufuk a board draw or Summer Boy no almost a tenefi or money Dreams FC and ABC akan and na afi matcha a trato Legon cities almost a betenefi or money baby any go stars and na ABC akan afi in tentem yungura developing stories eba Ghana and san ye transfer in seminim Graphics manager papa friend Alex Koti nei and some of the ababe to edra and he said next season Ghana ye baby yusufa because I say a directive from FIFA ashe omo say except for say Ghana baby football no do no you use a va until omo 3 months you training be omo di training referees no on a va tinyame ya duma next season Ghana ye be shase ehu eye va ewo eye league matches nim Kotoko player a ye fle no omo right back eye Emmanuel Koti ye de betu bia se Koti epra onya eye ACL
ligament
na menchade akwa ye ne surgery no eye Wednesday no na it was very successful nti ene or train the recovery no and one oguma oye dey oye afi okay Atenga
Vincent
Atenga former Accra folk former Mediama and they all baby any good stars wadi nkomo o say local boys na wo Ghana say yintimi qualify for omo chana it show clearly say yin deserve Blasters collapse no local boys no okasama omo ti the opposite change and say local boys no mo bobo ye league no say ye select omo say omo kobo the qualifies to the CHAN tournament no omo ntimi qualify a kire say they are not qualified omo nye quality enough to play for your friend say the main streamer Blasters no yem to aso Gideon na ye to aso ahead of Hasufuk matches na match against Bazaki Holy Stars no Bazaki Holy Stars omu PRO ensema ode aba betudwa ene se oso omu quality echen Accra Hasufuk quality players are omu obi echen Accra Hasufuk yankasa nua a oye edwuma ewo Onua TV eni Onua FM your friend Africa Chimensa on your Mupiaro or say Bazaki Holy Stars or more quality materials, quality players, a chain team, my friend, a year Accra Hasufuk. Now, Papa, your friend, and president, new president of Ghana, your friend, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Football for all year and appointments and ministry appointments, no football for Yensa Akaye. Na boom constituency and a boom for MP a friend honorable KOFI Adams ono ana wajino na wapa on say omra mehwe Ghana your friends say sports and recreation no so and say no say first ni nyina na youth and sports we need the YN sports and recreation to say the na same we de ba betu edwano afi gidi ye nto so dia okay Kotoko former player ye friend okay Kotoko former player Francis Akofo
Toti
yes and you coach Emma Kimfisa is wakoye assistant coach at the Amakim Fisa. And on Sabuto. Yes, or the Amasabutu. To honest Sabutu and the Kwakoye. One Casa of Abako, our coach, a baby and no stars. So, who of a call. Yeah, from Paul Mouse. Or see baby agreed to one Casa who's own bit to my jelly. But declare, I was own bit to my jelly. Inti ene omo bomodin bi ase league no omo be chance o my eska omo be to me aje okay former Kotoko player obo ma Samates or the best player with Samates aje league no Emmanuel Kayeke ene wakwa kopim ewo kura friend Tanzania na osina kan yese akato ne bro na wa naturalize wasesa se ofri oye Ghana ni Ede kwa koye Tanzania ni is was switch nationality from Ghanaian to Tanzanian. Nti yese akaka krebi wa forward ni papers nyina ede aba Ghana embassy so omuntwitwa citizenship ni mu ema no na onye Tanzania ni afi chama yengura onse midika ka kire wo se transfer window ni close Wednesday no na teams ni be busy was a January transfer mu pa ebi wo ha yedi kan be Canada da nti ehu hia se yebesi so bi de etiefo nteye exclusively ana yede ma wo mu kotoko another signing we right back unse Koti Ebra we na too silent in kotoko bibri anti ye friend Daniel Adran Agiti ono player kotoko assign no say o me replace Abranti a ye friend no Koti afi okay kotoko former player ye friend Steven Nyako and akosan ma Nations FC Steven Nyako Nations FC kotoko former player ono so ye friend no Christopher Neti so we kan Christopher Neti and ono so team a ye friend no Nations FC chama ye twaso dia stories na transfer stories na ana yewura transfer stories nim we and the development stories ye kotoko hwa na yesan wo kotoko ezo akwasan ye former Simba a player a ye friend na Kwasi Asante ono so left back unimze kotoko after say smart omutu kwan na wa ma biem no we first round na kotoko the one left back na boss eni omanya left back a ye friend no Kwasi Asante ye say Osanti mi bo as center back or left footed tina enkra free Kumase Asante kotoko so eba no anso kwa omasa sign Abranti bi ye say ofri Port FC Division 1 club enkra patemu omu defender ye friend Michael Sifa ono so ajepene eni Kumase Asante kotoko eba bisi akan second round chama ye twaso esu free other stories ye twaso e free Hasufuk so a camp Hasufuk omu former player and omu former attacker ye friend Clinton Apia and they also ajepene adjoining Legon Cities till the end of the season nti Clinton Apia ne won Legon Cities ana airshipum Hasufuk we biem omu Abranti a ye friend Gideon Asante yeboa omu striker ye friend Gideon Asante yeboa ono so ajepene Cologne till the end of the season e wuti my friend Vision FC me akasa team Vision FC chama ye to so house ko abi house ni Vision for your business pa omasa ma Vision for another player unknown I friend Isaac from Pong and ono so every house of folk esan akuti my friend Vision FC Flavio Gungaza ono so wode nani akire Brekum Chelsea ho ana wono mu akwasi akan sanso na chama ye to aso a former Instructorman FC midfielder friend Caleb Asamoah wode nani akire Young Apostles Young Apostles ana ehwe abom ukai Nelly kotoko defender bi na boy headband Nurudin amele sana na me friend na di so ya katani anti Nelly ana na me friend no the oka say
o chip compound
o choose ne nursing career ahead of Kumase Asante kotoko by last week ne say on Accra House of Folk for aiding komo team o join here and sana transfer window ne close till the end of the season no team your friend Karela United ne on Karela for
the chip compound right and be no
afi player friend Kofi Masha ni wode nani akire Dreams FC or your Wafa full player ni Wafa ejai no de na ma Dreams FC former Dreams FC winger Ismail Dede and they also the nani akire Karela United ti Karela for ana ono akwakusi akan former Bichem United any Nations FC player friend Charles Amponsan Bosompem and they also any Vision and Ekohwe abom to also assign Vision on permanent deal. Na House of Folk boy bi sa boy no yeso no bob pa e dindi Razak Sapon and they team my friend Young Apostles Accra House of Folk fufu so na marry the boy no akwa join the team my friend Young Apostles till the end of the season. House of Folk prayer your friend Suraj Sedu and they were in any actually Dreams FC. Chairman, but like Holy Stars or Masambu be a friend of Bismarck Tay. Okay, House of Folk former defender, your friend of Robert Edusua.
Yes,
Robert Abdusua. And they were in Legon cities and Eshe Abum. Carola United also assigned a branch friend Rafa Mohammed. So no see Akama Kumase academic cast and they were near Carola United and AC Akai. Chairman, Mamma for the last one in Kato. Okaisa Hayebeka Yaw Amankwa Befi has player once and say open on. Any team or din and nature a Dreams FC. Or an ordin any actually. Sounds so now. Accra Lions. That's all I sign a player friend Derek Owusu from Charity Stars Football Academy. Or and now or why any ordin any actually Accra Lions. But the story we cattle. Ghana and Tunis Tomboy. Nimia Bobo. And Nimia, I friend Elisha Selassie Satikla. So my name is Satikla Elisha Selassie. The yes Tomboy Miaka to a knee or sign Eddie Amalegon cities.
Relegation, Beam Nation now. Yes.
It's Chama na winning local stories
Kafa was in the Swagger was in the
say me update na sana mbantu update na obiti me e dey atwa so am I
okay Kakrabi abeka and sound say so koso swim of the year swag Sports Writers Association Ghana the Mabeku Jackson you know 13th African Games team then Beach Soccer Player of the Year Ekoma Alexander J Omunyina Mumfoni producer de atoso Winifred into me so G weightlifter of the year Benjamin Akwa Eje hockey player of the year and Elizabeth Opoku Suje hockey player of the year female into Benjamin Akwa de any male and Ababa Efreno Israel Ackley Eje table tennis player of the year and Abdulaziz Issa Eje prospect of the year Dreams FC in Barcelona. Former Dreams FC in Barcelona.
Okay. Chama me ma 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Ra Kotokone has games in Momame.
That is a commercial Santa Kotokone.
Yes. With the 5 minutes pound.
Okay. Chairman, commercial Santa Kotokone Kale years back. Okay, Obaba Shiru Motaiba. And even days of Kayaka Mokrano. Sometimes Kotoko go away and win, but at the Baba be difficult fish chana. I want some Kanako AP, Amakumasa Santa Kotoko. But Kumasa Santa Kotoko form or Muko Chinishi, I mean, some of a new Dinamadu. But it won't change anything. Say them catch us a Kotoko vision at the Bayer Sports Stadium, Kotoko beat Karela and beat them.
Ye baby, Nuruddin
Amadou.
Yes.
That's medical.
No. Nuruddin Mohammed Yusuf, former Kotoko center back.
How
may trade him how
him so many opinion on that guy that he will pose no threat.
Okay.
Yeah, he will pose no threats. Inti Kumasi Asante Kotoko to pick up all 3 points. So then Holy Stars against Accra Suffolk. Difficult test. One they were traveling to Samaboy. I told you they weren't going to bring 3 points back.
Yes.
But I have a strong feeling Suffolk will not drop points against Basaki Holy Stars.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I have a very strong feeling. Maybe I need to send answer much now Konibia, but they will find a way to win away or Basaki Holy Stars. German, so I have PR sneakers and they only say for gay process. Only meaning them say for gay process. And I say generate excitement, euphoria about team in the match. But as to on the day what will transpire, you can't tell me Basaki Holy Stars or better players Jack on all grounds. Chairman, so what you say now? You Hamza Isamo, you who call us more this year,
and Sunday be rested you as I say it's not confirmed. But say yes, say set to say.
Okay.
Ne ITC no.
Inyamedru.
Yes, Inyamedru.
This time we are about bedroom time be. Depends. I think the office is closed Friday.
In America say it's not confirmed.
So
but resource are na me
information now gather.
Me say can no. It say yes hard there na it say maybe obetimi
Esiaka. Say be area na dia.
Yes.
But our man is out there, so bet my bench.
I think it will be a booster. Na me dey boa.
Yes, and of course, best my euphoria no cross our costume set to say debut, especially against Basaki Holy Stars. And on say a good preparatory grounds away, you get a feel of the Premier League. That is a Ghana Premier League. Then also you get to understand teammates, you know. But I would prefer Senka Watara or say game no con him kakra. Yes, him set or say star power, but I don't just throw him into a game.
Okay.
Yes. But I feel that crowd of folk. I feel like crowd of folk in this game.
Yes, I'm found that 5 minutes. Imra Atenga and 7 hours. Atenga say the quality of players I work Ghana have. Now to the extent say Luka say China Yabono. I did local players based on more a country, our bowl league, you know, and our do mokobono. And no crying say if you local boys will boy league intimate qualifier, a show or more quality or more say omuntimim ben a year Black Star team. They don't qualify to play for the main a year Black Star team. What is your take on that?
Asama Obako Ghana football my kind of without contest and a month local players in Kobe. These are players that can't qualify for the very true. So analysis way this is how we analyze issues. We just sentiment.
He's old enough.
It's just sentiment and it is true.
And baby or there assembly free by and one kind of straight say no local player and a bit more boy.
No, say on the evidence of
this and you cannot argue.
Have you qualified for the China? Then I'll go full.
No.
And Chamo here no kraton chair. Nations that use their local players confidently for their national teams. Chairman, young kind of credit. They are not playing a league and a standard is a Ghana Premier League. Ya na pay a kotoko near house nintia Ghana Premier League no chama no kra no gusu di echiro sapa below standards obi de ko Regragi as a coach no free or World Cup semi-finals from Morocco. Yes, coaching on coach or foreign land that Regragi, yet when obsia foreign coaches now he was never scared. He was never petted because league now obono. Otimiko ko pre-season or Saudi Arabia botia sa level of players na ye hu o ma feel so o ma fi Europe akono. And sometimes they beat them. Now they are one of the most feared Arab teams we are sepan. Are they not in Africa? And here feared here means Qatari teams in aka hu, sa Arabian teams in aka hu. And sa country we ono kra no de o ma mush mo na ebo. Or the Tres game on ebo, or the most salam on ebo. Now our Liga San Pedro, and he play also that so about Ivorian national team. It's me better champions. Yes, say five more players in Kobo. Come on, Ghana League, we have very good players in Ghana. I say we all can't people take offense and say oh disrespect our Premier League. We have very good players in Ghana here. We are not disrespected, but one they lack coaching, the science, almost also a lack of guidance. So in football, no, we are still stuck in the 80s and the 90s. We've not, and I say early 2000s. We're graduating by 2010 crowd. So chairman, Obi ono be 2015, 2016 crowd is better than you in terms of the local players who producing. And when we didn't qualify for the AFCON, some people raised this concern. When was the last time as a nation they decided to see investing in sports infrastructure for football na see a penokra? Kepkus any foreign country in the Besima, right? Then the CEO illegal, it was not meant for football, it was meant for idea for fraud. Chairman, going forward, if we want to use our local players, who I think will be hungrier and better, assuming Senki Grumi ya, then we should start from somewhere. I've always said this. That culture of Obin Tetene and Kofano, we should leave it and start grooming our own players.
Okay. Chairman. Yes. His Excellency, John Dramani Mahama, ministerial appointment and sports for the Honorable KOFI Adams, our MP, and they on our way say Omeye sports and recreation minister, and KOFI Adams to sports and recreation. Tama you beat me a funny say Baba says and name maybe my sports and I you say egunu. When say you say sports no essay, especially our football. And who did say the appointment of KOFI Adams a bit my BB at the ama a sports not as a whole.
If you are looking at him as an individual, I will say no. It is not a criticism to the man. It is not an attack on the man. I will explain my point. I will expand it. But if we are looking at it in terms of say empowerment to drive the ministry forward, then I'll say yes.
The person would be within 1 to 2 minutes explaining no.
Okay. Now I don't know in the sense that baby I sports and control. It is not a personnel, and now one person he decided say he wants to drive it. Right now we need a national policy on sports to drive and move our sports forward. Change the direction. Even the football that we lie to ourselves that we are good, Chairman, we are not good. That is the truth. We are not good. Where are we good in football? Is it infrastructure? Is it the science? Is it talent? The talent are so raw we can't even develop them. Say right to dream for ya. Kase pass play a pa kobo top size war. Our Ghanaian the Chairman Kedin for some time now. Kedin. So it tells you how much I sports now catch, and it is not one man. Then also, you sports ministers over and over again, people that certain areas not performing and asking them some bit my baby, but could they perform because they came and they became football ministers, and even at being football ministers, they were failing woefully. So how can I claim say individual about bit my? It should be a national policy. It shouldn't be like your German, the only the open, the 10 years one echo. That is why I'm saying as an individual, then I'll say no.
Or call Parliament for the first time as Minister of Youth and Sports and Recreation. We need to now on any command like putting say we share conversation out in the normal football.
And can't you say Mustafa you say
no
man call Parliament to Ankasa that day na near the sports minister call.
I think
he should have been hidden and caged. He's a working example of how not to be a sports minister.
The West Minister.
Or to say me I can't be a sports minister. He couldn't be a sport. Or to say me no disrespect to his persona, but the Juma no here and me patch. To say me both of us we couldn't be a sports minister. On the only difference and he has failed woefully. Me nya chance and I'm sure I might even do better than he did. No disrespect to his persona.
We enjoy disrespect. And I would disrespect him.
He failed at almost task be addition and Sebia almost task. I'm not sure there's one task I because so successful. Maybe qualifying for the World Cup. But that is that the duty of a sports minister? Qualify a national team to a World Cup.
But you have kind some of the history of a sports ministers. And now more ever two from team and some mobile BC on a pencil. I think say what I do and what I saw and what I have seen. Chairman, on another day, he is the worst sports minister in our Ghana.
No initiative, no accountability. Just a half pan or bit makase. Me, Mustafa, you see, me influence in our way. Concrete, something tangible, something that will make sense to even Akwalaketwa. Now, when the man go to that is where Ghana police comes in to separate our current sports minister from our field sports minister those days.
And criticism I ever want and they say on your football person, on your my main kind of football, on yes sports person. Because now they were thinking, say, the way Mahama president campaign or promise or promise amount for in terms of sports on the now umunim say at least or do be our yes sports person never be sports in do you think they will see a sports person and Zana with him sports in
people that are being successful in sports administration? We go and check their background. They didn't start as me person be sports. Almost all the footballers some be sports and directors. Some you know your administration. Any omo free certain professions be real no. Omo your footballers and they are not excel. And your mom free outside the ban. It is true. It is true. Cristiano Guintoli no both him be. No yet, but look at him at Napoli and at Juventus. Recent times, Bertha, that is Atletico Madrid. The list can go on and on and on, and they are not sports people. Chairman, it is not about your background. It is about what you want to do. Is he coming and wanting to leave a lasting legacy? Then, sebe on school crowd, where the sports on school crowd, he will still excel.
But Chairman, when say somebody on sports, somebody
didn't tell you on sports,
somebody on your sports person, would that person understand the language of the sports?
You don't have to understand the language of something to do it.
Are you sure?
Yes, you don't need to understand the language of something to do it. All you need to do is have the willpower to do it and decide that I want to do this thing. Do it honestly. Make kind of correct.
But if you don't understand what you are going to do, if you don't have much knowledge or more knowledge, and you don't have much understanding,
that is where the commitment comes.
Can you do it?
People that learn at a job or on a job, they tend to do better than people that think they came with experience. Experience, if you don't give it to him, who will give it to him? And I be an MP. Yeah. So, when you differentiation for or sports background, what not ready so I can sports and what not hack sports say they make a oh please. Papa no soon here. I down for.
It's a free anchor.
No one can sports. On your sports, did he not feel woefully? Oh, Neil didn't feel.
No, like make our more.
Sports, yes.
Sports people are
so it is the person and ministry. What you want to achieve. Look at on a former Naboya or Safomafo. Did you not do well?
Yes, he did well.
But
my only problem is the person must understand
the language is per diem no yen drop on for ourselves. That is it this language?
No, I'm not talking
about language, you know. Ghana, okay, let me ask you. GF, you know. GF, you know. The sports people.
I'm not talking about Ghana football language. I'm talking about you
Ghana.
You and me, we know the language of football.
The technicalities and
I'm talking about all the aspects of football. You need to have the understanding of it.
Tell me one person or Ghana has.
For example,
okay.
I'm to that man, but what I have read about that man, any day Mati, so a dear fan, somebody like Ohinijan, 1960,
yes.
And now Papa a friend, Kwame Nkrumah, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, appointing as director of sports, and on that affiliation with the Brazil for now,
the CBF.
Yes, or they somebody like Afranemone or Sandro Dumo, the likes of Omonodomoko, Brazil Kusia, the Samba football at the Bagana, a man or my friend, the Brazilians of African football. What I say? It got to a time na Uruguay now money Brazil 40 or South America or no came to Ghana to copy our style of the way we see football, and then I bring you up to the standard now. What I say, for such person, you can say he understands what he was doing.
Okay, I football, I sports.
Like say,
at least when that aspect back,
me interest.
Oh, me dey interested generally sports. Only where I stand when it comes to this.
Yes, but I say to me no baby na ye me de.
How the impact
football.
Ghana at one point near boy.
And you can say yes, you saw ye ba no. Na nye football nkwa Ghana for ye yard.
The boxing
yes. And Sanya money nyina no he laid down that structures no ye the two.
So you should buy off the person should spring
because not only president as the president Nangaza Kwame Nkrumah na Universe Sports Quality dey no see. What I say? Ni nyina na ye omo initiative na masa dey buy to develop the sports as a whole. What I say?
So chairman, they all kind of materials you but assuming on a portfolio and as any profile no the realm and he didn't have that willpower to do it. Chairman, today we'll be talking about him as a failure.
Yeah.
So it's all about wanting to do it. Chairman, hey. The fairness, rugby na Herbert Mensah, right? Don't say Herbert Mensah or a pro NDC.
Yes.
Good. Na say a person will develop a rugby or Ghana. Now, do you need to know something about rugby first, or Herbert Mensah will give you the information that will help you to develop the rugby?
Herbert will give you the information.
Him say, that is the person can say he didn't have the willpower to do it, but willpower now you go down and learn and you go and make changes there.
And baby, I'm just promise I know where you're going to say yes, it's delegation of powers. Maybe you wouldn't at the end of you can have somebody when you're very
you appoint people to help you.
Yes.
That only very good.
Yes.
In Ghana here, you must help us all basketball. There are so many people that know basketball. Guy, you're the Sprite Ball Challenge by a crewmate.
It say will be a barbering shop, no impo only trader.
Yes. Some of these herbal shops, it's over being a farm for you. Yes, that is how they work. Franchise and then you might be brave. So, chairman, if you have the willpower to work, you work and you excel. He doesn't have to be a sports person.
Okay. The final conclusion on man Nankasa KOFI Adams ending the Juma now obeyeno. How are you going to conclude it?
Chairman, let me advise him. In the first place, so take a decision. Office or sports and recreation. Recreation is the part in it. You're not the only president Beckham was so failure that side. Member of sports. Good. And me and channel your resources now towards football. Undiversify how Ubenya Sika develop all sports, football inclusive. Obeka say or limited resources. Yes, every country has limited. Even Saudi Arabia for they have limited resources. So that is it's normal, it's economics. That is the nature of economics. But if you decide and you have the willpower and a plan and a strategy to do it, you won't pick $20 million and go and fail at a tournament. Obebano, Nesikano, about 80% to 90% Say Sikano, your mind is Sika, it is not for the GFE, no, I can say FIFA for the Monsabeto, so it could have been brought and it could have been used to develop other sports. Okay. So, other sports. I don't even want to hear that lesser known sport. Who told you? Go to America and tell them hockey is lesser known than soccer. You see, and someone better was. Okay. So, Debia Onkai Din, Onkai say he is here to work for sports. I don't want to mention the recreation part. Dancer obey football, Juma. Obey. Nkofo beche baby didi.
You never want to see mommy.
Nkofo beche baby didi. Ema wonti omo. Then favoritism and nepotism when you free na kwen. No fan no credit answer. He should just have the willpower. The nkofo kaso need the background there. You don't need a background to excel at something. Lawyers case fail at law. And at the Chaco seller's son also can excel at law. That is my final take.
Okay. Maybe I can hear me then say Kofu be better than the way he did.
Baby,
a man in tears uncle for now on better than baby any senior is here they did no. A while a crana must make and they are so soon say baby you did power was that this ministerial position a sports ministry or no a Black Stars
going to
a home power no motor did and upese or we sports minister e be boarding and Blasters e kan won e be me aboarding edin ni bi o we edin pa so o person o di din bone so Blasters na be san me ayede am ya aboarding bone nti say wo futu na me hye ne kena so won fa nye de on fam tu no yesi kwa tintin bia no ebiwi ewo abobo ano nti yesi agro ne ye de no so na de esan nkurasefo nki nya nke beto aso but studio a enye ye de a da wo se yeso rekọ na obi so ye de eba ebedi djuma nti aha enne emre bema ye kwan ma ye di djumadi no esi na mra ye sore no na ye kai wo se djumadi ye bon ho dewru ye ne wa na edi kosoa na ni di djumadi na senior mi ogididi kan na hyase no comment ne de eya na ehu hia ye papa nti mungu so na munfa comment no emra comment ne de ye de bia ye kan so aye ne ye de eje munkoso na munfa comment ne enye de emra sanso na koso na join ne o Facebook Fab TV o follow page na wa like no wa share de ama wo sanso na YouTube o subscribe na eno so wa share na wa like na umia so enye bi aye de ahwe nti aha na ye di djumadi ni si nyame ya aduma Monday ebeba the review of the matches no results no de ko ye nyina no de ho ensem ebebra mu nti nyame nka mu ye beshia bye bye.